beautiful people. Welcome back to Poised for Purpose. It's the space where identity meets strategy and where discipline shows up in how you respond. Yeah, I'm your host, Tabitha J, the voice of strategy and purpose. And I've been paying attention to something. There's these moments where you're getting ready to respond. And in those moments, typically the response is for one or two reasons. Either because the situation requires it, or because you feel like something or anything needs to be said, and you've just got to be the one to say it. And sometimes it is so necessary for us to take a beat back to recognize that those two reasons are not the same. And I think that's where a lot of us tend to get things mixed up. The concept of silence. Yeah, it is often misunderstood. When you're silent, people assume that, if you're quiet, you're probably unsure about the situation. Or if you choose not to respond, or if you choose not to engage, you either don't have anything to say or you're avoiding something. And that's just not always true. Sometimes silence is a decision, full stop. And it's what I call the control response. It's a way of maintaining position without all the unnecessary extra movement. And so that's what I want to deal with today. It's when silence is the most powerful response. So let's take that a step further. Just because a situation is said to you doesn't mean that it requires a reply from you. Yeah, let that sit for a second. Silence itself can feel awkward, right? It feels heavy, or even it sometimes feels irresponsible. So we take the initiative to fill the space, not necessarily because it helps, but because it actually relieves us from that awkward moment. We don't want to seem cold, we don't want to seem dismissive, or even like we don't care. But at the same time, when you choose to respond to every single thing, you're draining your capacity, you're losing your focus, and you're getting even pulled into things that were probably never meant to even involve you. And over time, guess what? That pattern, that's going to even show up in how you lead. And this is where discernment has to show up in real time, folks. You got to know how to read the difference in those scenarios. Some situations might need your awareness. Some situations might need, time and consideration. And then some things don't need your involvement at all. But if you don't slow yourself down, you're going to treat all three things the same. And that's where the unnecessary engagement starts. And it trips people up. When situations heighten our awareness, we feel this pressure to respond, to speak up and clarify, or to even defend ourselves. We've just got to make sure that we're understood. And the reality is we're trying to control the outcome. If we could just say the right thing, maybe we can steer the emotions, fix the narrative, or even, God help us, avoid conflict. But watch this. Not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Not everything is ours to manage. We don't even have to be participants in the narrative. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just let a moment be what it is. Silence in that moment would actually probably be more honest and more honoring. Because once you start explaining yourself to every single thing, you're going to lose control of your positioning. So I want to give you something that you could actually use in those moments that may try you, right? Here's a simple way to check yourself before you respond. Before you respond, ask yourself, does this require my voice? Or maybe do I just need to know about it? I just want to be aware, and that may be enough. And asking yourself that question will slow you down enough to make a better decision. Because some things might need a response, but a lot of things just simply need your restraint. So When you start moving like that, it changes how you show up completely. Something shifts, because silence builds presence. It shows your control. It shows your steady way. And it shows your intention. And, you don't rush to speak. You don't react just because something was said. You choose. And that choice, all by itself, that carries weight. And when you understand that, everything else starts to fall into place. Sometimes at the end of the day, we don't speak because it's needed. We speak because it feels uncomfortable not to. And a lot of people actually don't need our words. They need space. They need truth. They need accountability. And words, that can sometimes get in the way of that. So I want to challenge you today. Decide when your voice actually adds value. There's a different kind of strength in being able to say internally, this is not mine to fix, but I can still be present. If this gave you something to think about, share it with someone who needs the reminder. And if you do, tag me. Tag me at the Tabitha J on Facebook or Instagram. I want to hear what stood out to you. Until next time, I'm Tabitha J. And this is Poised for Purpose. As always, stay poised, stay purposeful, and it will definitely be powerful. I'll see you next time.